Hey guys, tonight I want to discuss the brand new HD camera mounts available for the Idein RS. There are two options available, the mobius style HD camera mount and the GoPro style HD camera mount. I went ahead and built up these two mounts just to save a bit of time, but everything you see here is included in your kit, so you don't have to worry about standoffs or fasteners or anything. You then also get a couple of other bits and pieces that I just want to talk about briefly. You get a crash mat with each of the mounts. This one's for the GoPro and the mobius style. The crash mats are great because it's a soft silicone pad that stops your camera from shifting around, but it also stops that jello in your video, so these are great. If they get dirty, you can take them, wash them, and they're good as new again. This is the same type of material, also a soft silicone product. These you can cut to length, feed them over your standoff, and this will also seat up against your camera. It just prevents your camera bumping up against a hard aluminium surface. In a bad crash, it'll bump up against this, so that's also quite cool. Then the familiar Velcro strap just to secure your camera in, and these little bits and pieces here are for your mobius style mount. Those we'll get into a bit later, but I just wanted to introduce the two mounts to start. Okay, let's have a closer look now at the mobius style mount. You'll see it makes a proper cage around your little camera, because the smaller mobius style cameras don't take as much abuse as the GoPros do, so I decided to make a proper full roll cage for it. Having a look at the sides here, you'll see there are locations to mount the standoffs. There are 3 of those and 2 standoffs. The standoffs are positioned to miss all the buttons on your camera, so just when you fit your camera, just make sure that the standoffs are missing all the buttons, and then also the height. There are 2 options available for that as well. Some of the profiles on the camera weren't the same, so there's the option to go slightly higher or lower to suit. The holes down at the bottom there are for cameras with a center mounted lens like the Runcam and the Legend. You can put one of the little standoffs included in the kit, one each side, and slide a piece of the silicone tubing over. Again, the silicone tubing butts up against the camera and stops it vibrating, but it also stops it shooting out the front. So there are 2 options on there. Just adjust for your camera and lens combination, and just make sure that the lens doesn't stick past the front of the mount there. If you are running a camera with a side-mounted lens like the mobius style, you can put a standoff through the side like so, like that, and just screw it in place. Same thing again, slide a piece of silicone tubing over that, and that will also stop your camera from shooting out the front, but it won't obstruct the view of your lens. On the side here, you'll see there's this little flat edge there. This is the correct width for your Velcro strap. So what you can do is slide that there, take that around your camera like so, and you'll be able to strap your camera in place like that. Your crash mat seats like so. Okay. You'll also see that I've left 2 little slots down at the bottom there. So if you really do want to strap your camera in that way from side to side, you can do so as well. Having a look at the bottom end here, now both the mounts that we are discussing here, the front ends here are identical. So 30mm standoff, your 2 arms with your 10, 20 and 30 degree incline, and your spacers each side there. That's pretty much it for that one. Let's have a look now at the GoPro mount. You'll see very similar up front here, 30mm long standoff. your two arms with your 10, 20 and 30 degree holes, two spacers as is on the mobius mount. Then you got the two side plates, two more spacers, and then these two little arms down at the bottom there. The arms have a dual function. You'll see they make the overall width of the mount a bit wider, which offers up a bit more protection. It also has that little slot down at the bottom there. That recess or slot is for your standard width Velcro strap. So any standard Velcro strap, you can slide it down there, back over, and you can strap your camera in now from side to side. The standoffs, front and rear here, I use those so that you can strap your camera in front to rear as well. So now you can strap your camera in if you want, side to side and front to rear as well. One last thing to note here, you'll see that there are gaps here where there should be spaces like that. Don't stress about that, we're going to reuse two of the spaces off your frame. Okay, now that we know how to actually put the mount together, let's figure out how to actually put it onto the frame. So, moving the mount out the way, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to remove the center standoff there and the one in the front. So I'm going to go ahead and do that quick. Okay, these two little spaces are what we will use to space out the side arms on the GoPro mount. Okay. Now that we've got that removed, I'm going to mount the mobius style mount. So what we need to do, just get this into position, like so. Getting the arms in the front there, and this aligned there. Okay, so just align that. Okay, cool. Now we got to get that space from there. Okay, let's say we want to put the camera angle up to 30 degrees. So we're going to line the bottom hole up with that. Do the same on the other side, like so. Okay, feed the Allen driver through again just to align everything. Put your spacer back. For your screws, just make sure that your screws have at least 5 mils or so of thread going into the standoff. These are a bit short, so just make sure that you use correct screws in your kit. Okay, and that is your HD camera mount in place. If you do want to change up the angle there, you can just take this standoff out and ratchet that down a bit. Okay, now what you do is you just go ahead and tighten everything up. Okay guys, so that's how the mobius style HD camera mount goes on your Idein RS. The GoPro mount goes on in the exact same way, 10, 20, 30 degrees there. Just one thing, the two little spaces that we pulled out of the frame, remember to put those on before you put your bolts through. If you guys have any other questions regarding this build, the mounts, what we did today,